It's time for Living in the Kitchen, sponsored by Winn-Dixie and built by ProCraft Cabinetry. And we have super mega ultra friend of the show, Chef Tom Gray here. Good to see you.
Nice
good
to see you.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
What are we doing today?
Today we have our hand-rolled gnocchi. So I got a little head start. We seared it first, got a little bit brown.
Yeah.
So that's a potato gnocchi. It's all handmade.
The whole studio is just like overwhelmed with smells goods.
So that has Parmesan broth and a little bit of garlic butter. And now we're adding a saffron tomato in here. So we simmer all this together.
Okay.
And then we're going to top it with a little bit of fresh mozzarella, a little torn mozzarella, some basil. So.
And is this a Prati dish?
This is a new dish for Prati.
Oh, nice.
Coming on their next menu. I think it's going to start just before Father's Day.
Okay.
We did Town Hall's new menu, I guess about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I think we did 1 or 2 dishes from that last time I was here.
It was delicious.
So we're working through getting each restaurant up and ready for the summer.
I love that.
So this is our nice summer dish of heirloom tomatoes that have been blistered with some saffron, the gnocchi, and a little bit of Parmesan broth.
So real quick for folks who, let's just give a little heads up about Prati Italia. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit of information about Prati and then things like the happy hour, stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah. So Prati, all handmade pastas. So every pasta from the gnocchi to the spaghetti, the fettuccine, the lasagna, ravioli, all handmade. So yeah, we have amazing happy hours every day starting at 4:30 till I believe 6 at Prati. We also do our pizza out there. So that's the Roman style pizza.
It's so good.
We have that out there also. Beautiful patios. So
it's a stunning location right there in the St. John's Town Center. And the happy hour that he's talking about, I'm telling you right now, it is next level. It's crazy cool. My wife and I, that's like our jam. You go in there and the meatballs are disturbingly cheap, honestly. The pizza's like $10. It's crazy. So
for the happy hours.
Yeah, it's
really
really cool.
amazing offers.
All right, so
we'll get this into here.
What? Yes. So tell everybody what gnocchi actually is.
Okay, so there's a few different types of gnocchi. That's
Gotcha.
a great question. The gnocchi you see in the grocery store that's at room temperature, like in those packs, that is made with semolina. That is extruded gnocchi, so through a machine.
Okay.
Those tend to be a little bit have more bite to them. They're a little bit tougher. There's also a gnocchi that is essentially a dumpling, so it's a semolina ricotta, mixed, and you make it with a spoon, drop it in boiling water. That's really, soft and a completely different style, like a large quenelle. This gnocchi is a potato gnocchi, so we steam the potatoes, rice them, put them through a ricer, Parmesan, egg, flour, hand mixed into these loaves. You let it rest, and then you hand roll it out into these long ropes. Then we cut it, and that's how we get this shape.
That's awesome.
And then, so this is a tender gnocchi. It's often referred to as like a little pillow.
Yeah, and if you had to choose, what would your favorite be?
Well, in the world of gnocchi, this is my favorite style of gnocchi because I like that.
That fluffiness?
That lighter texture. It still has a bite to it, but it's tender. It takes on a lot of flavor. It absorbs flavor. So that's why we simmer it with the Parmesan broth, and so it soaks all that in, and you get.
Man, that's so good.
Isn't that cool? So that's my personal favorite style of gnocchi.
I think it's mine now too. Man, that is delicious.
Awesome.
What?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about Prati. So tell me a little bit more about the menu at Prati, right? So we talked about all the pastas handmade.
All the pastas, yep.
Right. So give us a little bit more overview of what you got going on.
So then, in addition to that, we also have some steak, some seafood. So it's a very well-rounded menu. There's always a roasted chicken, a fillet, usually salmon. We bring in fish as specials. Especially if we have a buddy that's out spearfishing or something, we have some, bring in some fish specials. A wonderful appetizer, shareable appetizer. So it's a great way to come in and to create your own family style menu if you want. But we also are great for events. So we have all these private spaces.
Absolutely.
And we do a lot of family style events because this type of food really leans into that.
It certainly does. It's very much like Sharesies kind of situation and things like that. And look, I'm just going to tell you right out, if you have never been to Prati Italia, make sure that you go. And when you do, get the lasagna.
Yes.
That's my favorite. Almost every time I'm telling you, I don't know. I've tried pretty much everything on the menu, right?
Yeah.
That's like the staples, and I keep going back.
Yeah.
I
There's
keep
nothing wrong
going
with
back.
that.
No, it's
13
amazing.
layers of handmade pasta. It's like that's a.
It doesn't suck one bit. All right, so we're gonna check back with you here in
Okay.
just a little bit, and we're gonna do pizza, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right.
All right, I'm gonna go take a walk.
Okay.
All right, let's go.